We are constantly being told to hustle, to push ourselves to be more productive, more efficient, more successful. But what if I told you that focusing on being rather than doing is the key to unlocking true fulfillment and productivity? I think we can all relate to feeling overwhelmed by our to-do list, the constant pressure to meet external expectations, and the never-ending cycle of busyness. We are always trying to cram more into our schedules, more tasks, more meetings, more commitments, and at the end of the day, we are left feeling drained, unfulfilled, and wondering why we are not getting the results we want. It's like we are stuck in this constant state of doing mode, where we are constantly switch tasking, jumping from one thing to the next without ever really stopping to breathe, to reflect, to be. And the worst part is we are not ever aware of it. We are just going through motions, feeling like robots on autopilot without any sense of purpose and directions. But what if I could break free from this cycle? What if we could learn to focus on being rather than doing? What if we could learn to prioritize our own well-being, our own growth, our own happiness, rather than constantly trying to check off boxes on our to-do list? When we adopt a being mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We become more self-aware, more creative, more fulfilled. We start to see the world in a different light, as a place of abundance and opportunity rather than scarcity and competition. We start to see ourselves as capable, worthy, deserving of living the life we truly want. I've seen this play out in my own life, where I've made a conscious decision to prioritize being over doing. It's not always easy, trust me. There are still days when I feel the urge to just get things done, to check off those boxes, to feel productive. But the more I focus on being, the more I realize that true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with my value, with my passion and my purpose. One of the most powerful examples of this principle in action is the story of Steve Jobs, who famously dropped out of college only to return years later to give an iconic speech that could change the lives of millions. He talked about how he had to stop doing what everyone else was doing, stop trying to fit in, and start being true to himself. And that's when the magic happened. That's when Apple was born. That's when he revolutionized the tech industry, and that's when he became one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Focusing on being rather than doing is not about being lazy or indisciplined. It's about being intentional, being mindful, and being true to yourself. It's about recognizing that your worth and value come from who you are, not what you do. Thanks for joining me on this journey of exploration. If you have personal story or experience about prioritizing being over doing, I love to hear it in the comments below. And if you are looking for more self-improvement techniques and strategies, be sure to check out my next video.